The African Youth Growth Foundation, a non-governmental organization dedicated to fostering the growth of minorities in Africa and advancing quality education, has condemned the recent kidnap of over 280 students in Kaduna State and 15 students in Sokoto State. The executive director of the group, Arome Salifu, who made this known in Abuja, decried the porous conditions around schools, especially in the northern region of the country, and called on the federal government to take immediate action to ensure the safe release of all abducted students. The group, while sympathizing with the families of the kids, called on government to provide better security around schools, support the affected families, and ensure accountability in the prosecution of the culprits responsible for the crime.
With the most recent kidnapping of over 280 people in Kaduna State and 15 people in Sokoto State, the bandits, who have requested a ransom of 1 billion naira, equivalent of $621,848, reportedly invaded the Kuriga area of Shukum local government area of Kaduna State last Thursday, shooting at their victims before taking away pupils and teachers from government secondary school and LEA primary school at Kuriga, Kaduna State. They also forced their way into the premises of school in the Sokoto village of Gida Bukuso in the country's northwest, where they fired shots sporadically, waking and causing panic among the pupils. AYGF expresses outrage at how porous the security of the nation has become in schools, noting that constant abduction of children will further increase the number of out-of-school children in Nigeria. Reports show that in the past 10 years, Nigeria has witnessed more than 70 mass kidnappings, an unpleasant record for a country and a government. AYGF is worried that a country with strong security apparatus has not been able to figure out the whereabouts of the school children. We understand the federal government has stated in strong terms that it will not condone abductions or kidnapping or any kind of criminality in the country. We therefore urge all relevant security agencies to take very proactive steps to secure the safe release of all the children currently in captivity in the country. We cannot allow this to become another Chibok situation. AYGF calls upon all key stakeholders, both nationally and internationally, to intervene and secure the safe return of the kidnapped children. We empathize with the families of those affected and reiterate that the security of lives and property should be of utmost priority to our government and its relevant security agencies. We therefore advance the following recommendations. 1, immediate action and collaboration. We advocate for swift and coordinated response from the Nigerian government, particularly law enforcement agencies, intelligence agencies, and crisis negotiators. Collaboration with local communities who may know the kidnappers' whereabouts, very critical. Focus on safe return and addressing root causes. Negotiation must prioritize the safe and unharmed return of the children. We also call for addressing the root cause or causes of these kidnappings, such as poverty, lack of education opportunities, and historical grievances in the region. Increase security measures and support. Implementing security measures in schools and surrounding areas, including strategically placed CCTV cameras and additional security personnel, should be considered. AYGF advocates for increased resources and support for vulnerable communities like Shukum, after targeted by kidnappers, as well as every community where schools exist in Nigeria. The government must revisit its commitment to this initiative. It must immediately review progress made, provide the funding that it's planned to spend on this initiative, and get every stakeholder working again to ensure the success of the initiative. We must keep our children safe while in school. Emotional and psychological support services must be provided to the families of the abducted children. Clear communication and regular updates from the authorities throughout the crisis are very critical to guarantee the families the safe return of the abducted children. We demand accountability from the Nigerian authorities in apprehending and prosecuting those responsible within the stringent ambits of the law. Transparency should be a guiding principle throughout the investigation, keeping the public informed without jeopardizing the children's safety and safeguarding against spreading fake news that might create panic and uproar.